Welcome back to Frenni Fazclaires. Sorry, it's trying to remember the name of this thing because it's nowhere on my screen right now. Sleep quickly takes me after the excitement of the night. My dreams are a barrage of curvy animatronics dancing for my pleasure. Combined with Fex's photo, there's no wonder I woke up horny. Oh, we're only 25 seconds in. No. Instead of indulging my dreams, I hop into the shower, slip into my uniform, assemble some lunch, and then check the clock. I've got a few hours before I'm due at the club. I'm not a techie per se, but it occurs to me that having an admin access to a security room laptop might be important. Especially if I needed to delete or modify any footage in case of a fuck-up or having fun with the animatronics. Then again, there's a chance that some hidden security measure would trip and alert Mr. Smith if I tried any hacking. Should I research ways to gain administration access? You might want to find better use for your time. I'm no hacker, and this isn't a movie where furiously typing on a keyboard would do something. I also don't want to risk losing my job if I get caught in the act of breaching the laptop security. Besides, I've got a ton of shows to catch up on. I might as well start tackling my backlog before leaving for work in a few hours. By the time I push back from my desk, the sun has already set. I hear the low rumble of thunder in the distance. According to the weather report, there's a particularly heavy thunderstorm due in the area soon. Supposedly, the storm will last through the night and into the morning. Fun. There's nothing else for me to do at home. Time to go to work. I'm greeted with the sound of singing once I get through the reception area. On stage is Frenni. She's dancing to the beat like an idol, belting out an upbeat tune in a language I can't quite make out. As she performs, she makes eye contact with me, winks, and points to a table and winks again. Just to be on the safe side, I check the clock on my phone. Technically, my shift doesn't start for another 10 minutes. Perhaps I should sit down and enjoy the show? Chat, would you like to watch the show, or do you want to just get to work and start early? So, people want to watch the performance. I take a seat at a table Frenni pointed at, offering her a smile and a wave in return. Frenni finishes up her current song before turning back towards me and smiling back. This next one goes out to a special someone in the audience. Sorry, I was trying to remember her voice. Surprisingly, the stage lights kick into action along with a sick beat. Frenni twirls the mic around in her hand, swaying back and forth as she begins to sing. Every night the dream's always the same. Can't escape these walls of dark decay. Feel me drowning underneath the waves. Every time it never seems to change. Her voice is that of an angel. No, it's not. There's a real emotion behind those words, not just an act. I'm gonna lower that. I lean forward enthralled. To change took you away, and now they're gonna get it. All I have you now, you're gone. You know now you're gone, and I just want to have you back again. My eyes are glued onto Frenni. I couldn't look away even if I wanted to. Hollow heart is all I have today. Someone came and pulled away the veins. They stitched it up and put me on display, but nothing seems to cure me of the pain. Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or is Frenni crying? Can animatronics even cry to begin with? Oh, we found a thumbnail. Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were very much made. I love that the chat's like, what, wait, mistakes were made? Oh, balls. I'm just reading the chat, people here. The pain took you away, and now they're gonna get it. All I have, you know you're gone, and I just want to have you back again. The song begins to wrap up, but I want more. I savor every last beat, jiggle, and word as Frenni finishes the song. Took you away, took you away, took you away, took you away. Okay, enough. As the lights shut off in the conclusion of the song, we're playing Someone Dance. Yeah, we are. Find me a porn game where we're not. Then the house lights come up and Frenni's seated on the edge of my table. So hot stuff, what'd you think? That was a beautiful song. Sad, emotional, captivating. Why were your eyes glowing red? She laps her hands on her chest as she playfully pushes my shoulder with the other. You're too kind, but please do keep praising me. Well, I think there's more to you than meets the eye. And do you transform? No, shut the fuck up. We don't do that here. And what does... Oh, sorry. Well, I think there's more to you than meets the eye. And what does... English, motherfucker. Well, I think there's more to meets the eye. And what does is already quite appealing. I look forward to seeing you more. My brain does not want to make that sentence work. She slides closer, giggling. Fexa was right. You are too good for us girls. But I think your alarm's about to go off. She points to my phone right as midnight ticks over and my alarm clock sounds. I fumble to turn it off when I look up. Frenni is gone. I really need to figure out how she's doing that. Is she fast like Fexa? Almost said something bad. Or is there more at play here? Whatever the case, I slide out of my chair and head for the security room. There should have been an A in the sentence. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Give me a second. By the time I sit down in front of the laptop, the camera feed, the sound of heavy rainfall permeates through the building. Every so often, there's a flash of light on some of the cameras, followed by a peal of thunder. There is no note in the office telling me that a mess needs cleaning or something needs to be restocked. However, there is now a phone and an answering machine on the desk. The light is flashing, and by instinct I hit the playback button. Don't have anything for you to deal with tonight, kid. But you picked a bad time to sign on. Getting a thunderstorm on your second night's gonna be rough. Some of the animatronics don't take well to thunder, and if the power goes out, then all of them will automatically activate and seek out the highest authority in the building. Remember, no fucking the animatronics, even if they come on to you. Ciao. The light flickers right on cue. That doesn't bode well. And if the night couldn't get any weirder, my phone vibrates from a text. Get out now. Seriously, who is this? This isn't funny. One thing's for sure, I'm not leaving the security room anytime soon. I might as well check on the girls. When I check the cameras, I see that the only girl out of her recharge pod is Bonfi. That is so weird. In the animatronics room, she's practicing with an electric guitar that's plugged directly into her thigh rather than a speaker. I can't hear her emitting any sound, yet she's jamming all the same. I cue up the camera intercom to check on her. Having fun, I see. Everything all right in there? Mr. Smith told me some of you girls don't take well to thunderstorms. Bonfi. Sorry, the names sometimes just throw me off. Bonfi stops strumming her guitar to look up at the nearest camera. Her voice hits my ears like a nice cold glass of milk hits your mouth after eating a particularly hot wing loaded with sauce. Well, hey there, Miss Black. Everything's fine in here so far. Chiku is really the only one that has a lightning complex, and she's fast asleep. That's good. Say, mind if I ask a question? You just did, silly, but sure. Huh. Fair. Why plug the guitar into your thigh and not a speaker? Do you have a built-in speaker system? I do. I'm not as specialized as Chiku or Freddy, but I can act as my instrument's speaker whenever I want. They're built into my ears, see? She gets closer to the camera, her rabbit ears pointed and angled so that I can see the speaker holes within them. That's quite the loadout. I'll have to get here earlier one night so I can see all 4 of you performing at once. That would be awesome. Since she's awake and I have nothing better to do, I start tossing some softball questions her way. Can you just play the guitar, or are you musically inclined with other instruments? I can play pretty much anything decently, except wind instruments. You can probably guess why. So I take it you're the main music producer on stage? Neat. Do you take requests? That depends on the nature of the request. Say I want a solo performance of something like Thunderstruck. Bonfi taps her chin. Her eyes flicker between red and blue before she can answer. I need permission to come into the security room, or to go up on stage for that. The latter needs Frenni's approval as well. That's an odd quirk for the rules, but best I note that for later. Well, to be fair, yeah, that makes sense. Frenni is supposed to be the manager of these things. Speaking of rules, anything I should know about the nightclub that might not be obvious, like what you do when not performing, for example? That's an easy one. The upstairs is for VIPs and private shows. The whole point of the downstairs is for us girls to find good marks and convince them they want to pay extra to see some more good robo-skin. I'm really, really good at pole dancing, so I tend to be upstairs in costume, and out of it, when not on stage. Aside from that, I think the only thing you're not allowed to do besides fucking us is go into Mr. Smith's office without his permission. Though that makes both all the more fun. What about thunderstorms? Is it safe for you to be in the charging pods if there's a power surge? And is Chiku afraid of lightning thunder or just doesn't like it? I think it's safer for us to be in the pods. I don't really remember the last time the power went out completely. As for Chiku, well, she leans in super close to the camera and whispers. One time she got locked out of the club by accident during a thunderstorm and ended up struck by lightning. She got repaired and all that, but she still has some understandable hang-ups about the whole thing. Understandable. Thanks for sharing, Bonfi. By the way, what the fuck is with your AI? Don't mention it. Right as I'm about to ask something salacious, there's a shuddering boom that rumbles through the floor. The power goes out instantly, plunging me into darkness. The only light comes from the laptop screen. On it pops up a warning. Warning! Network connection lost. Webcam recording enabled. Tapes will be checked. Do not fuck the animatronics. I love the fact that joke has now just become part of the game. A little red light appears next to the webcam. That's more than a little one. Built into the laptop screen. Oh, hold on. I return. Red light appears next to the webcam built into the laptop. It's gotta have IR or night vision. Otherwise, wouldn't it be useless in a situation like this? Yeah. Or maybe it's meant to be so if I were to unplug the laptop or take off the Wi-Fi, it automatically records what's going on. Makes sense. That's a security feature I was expecting, but hoping I wouldn't have to deal with. Speaking of security features, there's a sudden knock at the security door. Hey, stud, now that the power's out, we can have some fun together. We could have a threesome if you want. I knew you wanted a solo performance, but how about a group one instead? Then, in a much quieter, angelic, though still horny tone, Chica speaks. Please let me in. I need to cuddle something right now, really bad. The chat's just like, no, 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 enemy at the gate, no. Let's see. I'm gonna tell the girls they have to be good and wait upstairs. My mind is telling me no, but my body, oh no, 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 that's the worst one. There's no way that the door is going to hold back 4 animatronics. I glance about, searching for another means to get out of the security room. We almost did the bat. The security room door has been closed once more. I'm safe, I think. Chat's being mean. Good. The laptop's still on and recording when I emerge from the vents. According to the clock, it's only been about 30 minutes since the power went out. I clear my throat and look directly at the laptop webcam. Just to let you know, Mr. Smith, I didn't fuck the animatronics. All I did was hide so I wouldn't break rule number 1 of the club. The laptop does not comment. However, after about 40 minutes, the phone on the desk rings. When I pick it up, I hear Mr. Smith on the other end. I just got a notification that the power's back on, as well as the laptop feed. You did good, kid. I'm still going to use my admin access to question the girls directly come the morning, but you don't look like a fucking mess like the last guy before I fired him. Maybe you've got what it takes to keep this job after all. Thanks, boss. I'm doing my best. I'm going my best. I'm not doing my best. I'm going my best. What? Did they give you brain damage? See that continues. Oh, one thing before you hang up. Do I have to worry about the animatronics after what they did in the security room? What they did in the security room? Now that the power's back on, they should have regained their full limiters. Plus, after they get off like that, they tend to spend the rest of the night recharging. Got it. I'll do a round of the building to make sure nothing's broke during the outage. Good thinking. I'm going back to sleep. Ciao. Now that the lights are back on, I should be relatively safe. I have some time to kill. With nothing better to do, I might as well go do a round of the building. As I wander the building, I take special note of where the vents can be accessed. I want to be able to get somewhere safe as fast as possible the next time I have to hide. Seems the most every room has a vent in it. That should come in handy. My round of the building finishes around 6 o'clock a.m. I made it through another night somehow. With everything that's happened tonight, the siren call of my bed is highly tempting. Using what spare time I have before I fall asleep at my computer, I catch up on my backlog of shows. I end up climbing into bed around 9 a.m. and sleeping till about 6 p.m. When I wait... Alright, so we will see next time what happens. Thank you guys for joining.